So what is up, you guys? My name's Ollie, and today I wanted to make a video kind of talking about anything and everything bottom surgery and like bottom growth and stuff. So if you know me in real life and you know that I wouldn't be comfortable with you watching this video, then don't watch it. Like, some people I don't care about. Honestly, I can't think of anyone that I'd like really hate to see this video unless like I tell my mum about this and then in the future she finds this video, "Mum, stop, don't watch this." I don't know, I just feel like bottom surgery and bottom growth and stuff is a very taboo subject amongst the trans masculine community particularly, and that it just isn't spoken about that much. Like, it's really difficult to find kind of any information or that many videos about bottom surgery like on YouTube. So I just thought that I'd make my own video talking kind of like a stream of consciousness. I'm not going to be going into loads of detail about like how each surgery works. However, there is this really good channel that I found a while back. I think his name is Marcus, but I could be wrong. I'll link the videos in the description below. He like has this really cool animation on how both the surgeries work. So if you are interested, then I'll link them in the description and you can check them out. Okay, so first off, I just wanted to start off with kind of the basics, which is when trans guys start testosterone, essentially they get this thing called bottom growth. You've probably heard people talk about it before. I've spoken about it before. And essentially what that is basically I don't want to say that word so badly that my body literally won't let me say it. Basically, the clitoris enlarges and it doesn't get very big at all. It gets to like maybe... I've heard that you can get like 3 inches. I think that's like if you win the trans guy lottery. I think average is like an inch, maybe. Like, it's not big. And it does just kind of look like a mini penis. Like, I don't know how to explain it better than that, to be honest. Okay, so basics out of the way. There are 2 types of bottom surgery for trans men. There is metoidioplasty and there's phalloplasty. Now, I'm going to call them meta and phallo from now on because I haven't got time to be pronouncing them long ass words. Again, I don't know all the ins and outs. This is kind of like a bottom surgery for dummies video, so like please go check out other videos that are more informative because what I'm saying is not set in stone. I haven't done like tons and tons of research, but I do have a general idea. So with meta, essentially what they do is they like cut open something so that the rest of your growth can happen. And again, I think you can get up to like 2-3, which is obviously not the best, I guess. And they can also like, they sort out all the bits and bobs, they sew things up, they take things away, and they also, you can get like testicular implants and you can get urethral lengthening so you can pee out of the actual penis part. I've mentioned this in videos before, but if I do decide to get bottom surgery, I think that will be the one that I go for because obviously I don't want a 3-inch penis, like nobody does. Let's just be real here. But Transthetics has this thing called the rod, where you attach it to your penis and it adds like an extra 3.5 inches, I believe, which is, you know, pretty nice. And you can pee out of it and you don't need a harness or anything, so that's Gucci. And also, I think they're in the makings of, or they may have already made one, I'm not sure, called the hot rod. That's what they call my dick. No, I called the hot rod, which you can have sex with, essentially. Yo, some dog is going crazy. I know. The pros with meta is that it's fairly like, there's no real complications that can happen, and also the scarring is pretty much minimal. Sensation usually comes back straight away, even if it like even goes, because it's literally, it's still your like they don't need to attach nerves like they do for phallo or anything because you already have nerves there because they're using like your body basically. Okay, so that's meta in a kind of nutshell. Like I said, I'm not going into too much detail, so if you want to check out the videos, it's probably going to be better. And then there's phallo, which the general gist of phallo is that they take an arm graft from your arm, and I think they take it from your arm because it's better skin, and also you can get better sensitivity because of the nerves they take out. It's a much more invasive procedure and there are more complications because, by the way, both of them are like multiple surgeries. You can't just get meta or phallo in one. Skin graft from your arm and they construct a phallus out of that, and they do all sorts of stuff, like they take nerves out so you can still feel stuff. They do like urethral lengthening again so you can pee out of it. They add something in it so that it can get hard, like you just pump it up like a fucking hot air balloon and then like you just deflate it again when you're done. Obviously you can't ejaculate like a cis man can, but you can still orgasm, I think. Sensitivity may take a while to come back, and you know, you never know how it's going to affect you, but like I think for the most part it does come back. Perks of phallo are that you actually get a decent sized dick. Like I'm pretty sure the average is like 6 inches, which is obviously like, that is my dream. Like, yes please. Major downside for phallo, which is the main reason I'm not getting it, is because the scarring that it leaves on your arm is very invasive. It's a big scar, and some guys are really able to just get over it and to embrace it. I mean, everyone has scars, you know. You could just as easily get a scar that bad from a bad burn or something, you know. Obviously it's a price to pay. And also for me personally, the results that you get from phallo aren't worth like the scarring and the complications that can occur and just the general invasiveness of the surgery itself. But that's my own personal opinion. Some people have got phallo and it's been the best decision of their lives. It's definitely a big decision that you should not be taking lightly. And okay, so now I'm just kind of going to talk about little things that bug me about bottom surgery and stuff. I know potentially I could just never get bottom surgery and I could use STPs to go to the toilet with, and I can use prosthetics to have sex with, and I could potentially, you know, live my life like that. But the thing is, I don't want to have to rely on a packer for the rest of my life, you know? I don't want to have to rely on, like STPs aren't the easiest to use, right? Especially when I'm drunk. Like, I've pissed on myself several times on nights out. And I don't care as much because I'm drunk, but it's still it's just annoying. Like, who wants that? Like, I have to go home early, like, and public bathrooms still give me a bit of anxiety because, I don't pack usually unless I'm on a night out, so I use the stalls, and it's just a mess. I don't want to have to deal with that for the rest of my life, you know? I want to just be able to use a urinal fucking easily, and that would happen if I had either meta or phallo. I could use a urinal with that rod thing. Also, this is the bit that's kind of TMI, and very personal to me, so please be nice, and like I said, if you think I don't want you watching this, then don't watch it. But, in terms of sex, like, when I was pretty, I could never imagine having sex. The only way I could ever imagine having sex was me being the top. For those of you that don't know, I'm bisexual and I also prefer boys, so yeah. But, you know, I could only ever imagine being the top and, like, using a prosthetic. But the thing with that is, like, you can't feel it, like, hardly. I know you can get certain things that make you feel it more, but it's never going to feel like actually having sex. And since starting testosterone, the way I've thought about sex and the way I felt about sex has changed dramatically. I definitely feel like more mature about it now, and that like sex is sex, and that I would like to feel it, and I'm a bottom. There we go, I exposed myself. I'm pretty sure I've said that before, but no one ever guesses I'm a bottom because I'm quite a dominant person, but yeah, surprise, bitch. I haven't ever actually had sex like that, but the idea of having sex like that is better to me than me topping is, and that would be something that I'd have to give up if I got bottom surgery, because they like sew it all up, you know, that isn't an option anymore, which is something that I'd have to consider as well. And like I genuinely went through a state of thinking I was like asexual because I just like couldn't imagine having sex, and now that I'm getting more confident with myself, it's like definitely something I can imagine more, especially when I get top surgery. Like basically bottom surgery is a very huge surgery, and both of them are, they're very invasive, they're a huge deal, and they should not be taken lightly. You know, definitely spend a lot of time thinking about literally every single possibility and every single complication that could happen. You have to be prepared for everything when considering bottom surgery. It's not something that I have to consider for a very long time. You know, I'm still pre-top surgery, so it's not like something that's like on my horizons, but it is something I think about a lot, because there is, you know, I can't imagine living the rest of my life without a dick, but then all the other things I said I need to consider, you know, it's a whole thing. So yeah, I hope you like this video, guys. I don't know, I just thought that somebody needed to be like open about bottom surgery and bottom growth and stuff, and I don't know, I like to stay as true to you guys as I can. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it was informative, or at least made you think of some things that maybe you didn't before. If you have any questions, then do comment them down below. I might make like a part 2 where I do a Q&A around this kind of topic, but I feel like I covered everything. But if I didn't, then ask them and I'll see if I can answer them or whatever. But yeah, I hope you liked this video about my dick. You all know me way too well now. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it, and comment any questions you have down below if you do have any. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I post one video every single week. And other than that, guys, I will see you beautiful people next time.